Hi ladies, my name is Janelle. I'm Rachel's Touchstone sponsor and also one of her very best friends. I wish that I can be out there in sunny California with you guys, but unfortunately I could not make it out for Rachel's launch party, so thank you so much for coming out and supporting her. It means the world to her, I know it. This is a big endeavor and I wish her the best. So I'm just going to take a few minutes of your time to give you some information, and then I'll let you guys get back to shopping and socializing. So first I'll start off with how I became a Touchstone consultant. So this goes back for me about 14 years. So my husband and I moved to Germany in 2003 and we lived in Europe. I wasn't big into jewelry, we were young, didn't have a lot of money to spend on jewelry, but I started becoming aware of Swarovski. Swarovski was founded in 1895 out in Austria, so it's a European-based company. And so when we were out there, we would see all these little cute Swarovski boutiques in all the major cities that we traveled in Rome, Paris, Amsterdam. I mean, you name it, there was always a standalone Swarovski store. And it was kind of expensive being young, so my husband would buy me maybe 1 or 2 pieces a year, maybe, when we were out there for special occasions. So those pieces and Swarovski became real special to me, like really close to me, because it was always just a special little gift from my husband. So fast forward, several years, we get here in 2012, so 5 years ago, and my husband has not bought me a single piece of Swarovski since we've been here. Not totally his fault, because we don't see that many Swarovski stores around. I mean, we do have one, I think, in our mall. You might see them in higher end or bigger airports. They'll have a Swarovski store. Again, a little bit pricey, beautiful stuff, but kind of something you wouldn't spend your money on every day. So about 7 months ago, my girlfriend asked me to come over for a jewelry party. Honestly, I did not want to. I've been to a lot of the jewelry parties, and she was just like, come on, just come over and have a few drinks with me. You don't have to buy anything, I promise. I said, okay. I went to her house, planning on not buying a single thing, and when I walked in, I saw jewelry like this, and I was like, what is that? When I pulled up the catalog and I saw that it was Touchstone by Swarovski, I was like floored. So I looked at my girlfriend, I'm like, you just made me lie to my husband because I told him I was not going to buy any jewelry tonight. So needless to say, I bought a few pieces of jewelry that night. They came in, I fell in love with them, so I wanted more, so I hosted a party. It's the best way to get free jewelry, by the way. And I got about $650 in free jewelry plus 4 half price off items. So I really made out at that party, but it wasn't enough. I wanted more jewelry. So that's when I decided to become a consultant. So I get a lot of this stuff discounted and free, and I get to share it with women like you guys, and it just seemed like a perfect fit. So that's why I'm here. And Rachel is here kind of along the same lines of the same thing. She gets some free beautiful jewelry, but most importantly for Rachel, she wants to bring in that extra income that she can contribute to her family while staying at home with Mateo. And again, sharing such beautiful jewelry with other women, making them feel beautiful. So I think she's really going to do great with that. So that's why I'm here, that's why Rachel's here. So why are you guys here? Mainly to help out Rachel, right? We all want to see Rachel succeed and meet her $1,000 in sales at her launch party. That's her goal. But what do you guys get out of it? So besides helping out Rachel, you guys are going to get some really great quality stuff here. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about Swarovski itself at this point. So like I said, Swarovski was founded in 1895, so over 120 years ago in Austria by Daniel Swarovski. So the company has such a great reputation. You see them on the red carpet, on the runway, Dorothy's ruby slippers and Wizard of Oz are all Swarovski. The Oscar curtain is all Swarovski crystals. They work with so many top of the fashion, or the high-end fashion designers. They work with Jean-Paul Gaultier actually has a piece in here that Swarovski has worked with him on. It's called Kaput. You'll see it in the catalog. They've also worked in the past with the Dior family. The Aurora Borealis crystal that you're going to see in the catalog was designed with Daniel Swarovski and Christian Dior before he passed away decades ago. So there are some crystals in here that this line designates like to the Dior family. So reputable company, very trendy. They switch out their line twice a year, so they're always keeping up with the trends. And what's best is that it's affordable, so it's not as pricey as the prices in the Swarovski store. With over half of the catalog that you're looking at, over half of that catalog is under $50, and 90% of that catalog is under $100. think the most expensive piece in the catalog is $199, and there's only one or two in there. So it's really, really affordable. Besides being affordable though, what's most important to me is it's safe. So there are 3 metals that Swarovski does not use in any of their Touchstone products. That's lead, cadmium, and nickel. So lead, we all know the effects of lead, how bad that can be for your body. You know, your jewelry lays against your skin. You don't want that seeping into your body. So there's no lead whatsoever, and also there's no cadmium. Cadmium is a metal that has been found in recent studies that at certain levels becomes really toxic. And there have been a lot of lower end jewelry stores and like costume jewelry stores that you'll find in the mall. A lot of their jewelry was tested and they had like toxic levels of cadmium in there, so they were pulling a lot of those things. One store in particular, I read a study about a year ago. Aldo sells a lot of like accessories jewelry, kind of like Express does, and they tested really, really high with cadmium. So they pulled their entire line of jewelry to get that to get that off of their inventory, and they were to reestablish their jewelry with better metals. So that's something to keep an eye out for. I used to buy my kids stuff from like Claire's and stores like that, and little kids tend to put necklaces in their mouth and they're wearing earrings in their ears, and I don't want to expose my kids to anything toxic, so I stopped doing that. And lastly, nickel. My sister's a dermatologist, so I just learned recently that 90% of people actually have some reaction to nickel, whether they realize it or not, or maybe it's very light versus very severe, but we don't use nickel in any of the Touchstone products. So that's the #1 metal that people are allergic to when they have sensitivities to certain jewelries. Their ears may get raw or red. I've had 2 girlfriends so far that have purchased products from me from Touchstone that have never worn earrings because they just irritate their ears. So one of my friends, I just asked her, I'm like, just order a pair of earrings and let me know, if you want to return them, you can return them. There's a great return policy, so I'll tell you about that in a bit. So she bought them, and she was like amazed because she can wear them. And same with my other girlfriend. She bought a pair. She's like, I'll try them, probably give them to my girls because they won't be able to wear them. But she had no problems. So if you have any nickel or sensitivity to jewelry, it's most likely nickel. So you probably won't feel that with these products. But if you do and you need to return, I'm going to get into their amazing return program. So they have a lifetime warranty on any of their products. So if anything goes wrong with the life of the product, whether a clasp breaks or a stone falls out, you can return it and Swarovski will replace it for the life of the product. Beyond that, they have a 90-day kind of like a limited warranty program. So within 90 days, if you have the box and the receipt, you can return any piece for any reason, whether it breaks or you just don't like it on the 89th day and you want to return it. So within 90 days, you can return it for a full exchange or full refund, no questions asked. So outside of the 90 days, I told you about the lifetime warranty. If anything goes wrong due to a manufacturer, they will exchange it, or if they don't have that same piece, they'll give you a similar item. But say something happens to your piece and it is your fault. Your daughter rips it off of your neck a year from now and it breaks. So they have this replacement program, which is fantastic. So any piece of jewelry under $60, so $59.99 or less, if it breaks at your fault, no matter how long it is, say it could be 2 or 3 years, and you have a necklace for $49 that breaks, you can have it replaced for $10. So you can return it to Touchstone for $10 and shipping costs, which I believe is $5, and they'll exchange it for you. If it's above $60, it's a $20 replacement fee and shipping costs. So, I mean, it's great warranty. You can't go wrong with that. So, my main things I want to highlight is they're trendy, it's affordable, it's safe, they're guaranteed, and you're backed by this amazing company that's been around for so long. They're not going to put their name out there to stuff that they don't support and back. So, you're getting really, really good quality products, and they're just gorgeous. So take a look around, see what Rachel has, look at that catalog, and remember, everything that you buy today just helps Rachel even more. If you want to help her even more than tonight, then you would host a party. So Rachel needs to get 4 parties, including her launch party, or in addition to her launch party. Rachel needs to have 4 parties booked by the end of September and closed. So if you guys want to help her out and you think this jewelry is beautiful, maybe buy a couple pieces tonight and then host that party for Rachel and help her meet her next goal of those parties. And as a host, you're going to get a ton of free jewelry, so it works out for everybody. So again, have fun. Rachel, I love you. You're going to do great. Call me and let me know how it goes. All right. Bye, ladies.